Well, hello and welcome to HUM301 Critical Thinking. My name is Sam O'Donnell and I'm your instructor for the next 6 weeks. We've got an exciting course ahead of us, and it's one that's going to challenge your thinking greatly. And if you'll embrace the process, you're going to discover that you come out the other side of it with a deeper understanding of what you believe and why you believe it. There are going to be some things maybe that uh, you apply critical thinking constructs to, and it's like, you know what, this just doesn't pass muster, and so it changes the way you think. And let me just say up front that thinking and faith are not enemies of each other. You can be a great thinker and a great theologian. You can be a great thinker and a great apologist. You can be a great thinker and a great person of faith. They're not mutually exclusive. Matter of fact, the ability to think critically often will enhance your faith walk because you discover that your faith is defensible. That some of the arguments that have been levied against Christianity have their basis in a lapse in critical thinking. We'll have some fun with the material too as we go through. The authors have done a great job in our textbook of inserting some levity into a very what can be a very dry subject. But I think as we get into our discussions, as we get into the text, um, you'll begin to see how helpful that this course of study is and why it's a requirement in your particular field. You'll discover too that on the other side of it that you think differently. That somebody will say something and in your mind you're thinking, oh, it's that type of logical fallacy. Uh, they're coming at me with an ad hominem attack, a personal attack to deflect the argument at hand. And you can see some of these logical fallacies play out, and you'll see how to apply some of these critical thinking constructs in your daily life and ministry. In Unit 1, we'll get into some barriers of critical thinking. I've got a direct instruction I've posted for you. And in Unit 2, we then go on further into some of the concepts within critical thinking, begin the process of unpacking that. Uh, right at the outset, though, please read your syllabus. There is so much information in there. There's policies in there that I've put in there on purpose so that you know where we're at and where we're coming from. It's so crucial that you read and understand that. Also, a part of the syllabus is to look at the course overall and map out the work that you have to do. There's nothing worse than getting to the end of the course and looking at what you have to do in week 5 or 6 and discover that, oh my word, there's this huge assignment due that I've not been preparing for, and so you have to mad scramble to try to get that put together, and your work suffers for it as well as your blood pressure. Um, so review the syllabus, be familiar with it. I encourage people to print it out or post it someplace where you know where it is. I invite my students to use a 3-ring binder and put the syllabus in there and use that as your guide for how the course will unfold, what's due when, and have a good schedule, have a good plan of doing things. You're seniors now, so you probably know all of this, but the time that I don't mention it is a time that somebody has never heard it before and they miss out on the information. So my apologies for the light review for things that you may already know. In any case, welcome once again to HUM 301 Critical Thinking. We're going to have a good time with the material. We'll learn a lot together. If you have any questions, reach out to me at Samuel, Samuel, O'Donnell, Odonnell, at sckans.edu. You'll also find my contact information in your syllabus as well as in our faculty session in the course shell. I look forward to spending some time with you over the next 6 weeks and seeing what we'll learn together. So long for now.